So this is a festival of rowing at Henley, but in particular in this afternoon's Ladies Challenge Plate for intermediate men's eights. This is a celebration of Oxford Brookes rowing. Just one athlete who's not from the Oxford Brookes School, from Edinburgh University, Oliver Wilkes. You can see him with the light blue Edinburgh University top in the boat closest to you, but every other athlete is an Oxford Brookes University athlete. A sensational programme. The camera just flying over the Northern Irish stroke. Joe Castle's there. There's the Edinburgh University athlete, Ollie Wilkes. And down the boat, Mike Glover, who was in the Brookes boat that won this event last year. He's kind of in the second eight this year, Glover, the 23-year-old, right up to the bows. Jamie Snowball there in the bow seat. And it's really remarkable, isn't it, Sarah, that there should be two eights from the same university in the final of this prestigious event at Henley.
Yeah, this really is fantastic. Oxford Brookes have come and managed to have such a strong programme. It's been built over a number of years, and with Richard Spratley and Henry as well coaching there, it's just, you see the strength and the depth of that programme. And now we're beginning to see the women as well having the good results as well, Martin.
I know the women have come into it, and the interesting thing about the Brookes programme is that, when they come down to the boat club, the most junior athletes from the squad, and the women too, they all come down and do the warm-up together. They stand in front of the boathouse. I was shown a video on Richard Spratley, the director of rowing's phone, and he's videoed the whole squad doing their warm-up outside the boathouse, and it really is that family atmosphere that they do try and engender at Brookes. Between the men, between the juniors, between the women, and it's one of the most important factors as far as Spratley is concerned for the success of the boat club.
And a year ago, some of these men were lining up together in the Temple final, and they're lining up against each other. One of them's going to win the ladies' plate.
Attention! Go!
Squeezy start there. Of course, the psychology is going to be really fascinating. The boat on the left-hand side, the Oxford Brookes University. In fact, their first crew has had a sensational season. They are lightning quick. They were certainly quickest out of these two boats yesterday to the barrier. And really, we expect the boat on the left, the Oxford Brookes first crew, who have posted a magical time of 5:29, Sarah, to win at Brookes Regatta. Sub 5:30 in a University 8 is sensational.
Sub 5:30 in any age is sensational.
So we're looking at in effect, the Oxford Brookes University, Edinburgh University second crew. That's the Oxford Brookes second crew. And it's going to be tough for them psychologically, so I think the approach from the coaches Henry Balash-Webb and Richard Spratley has been to use this as a celebration of Brookes rowing, as what it means to be an athlete at Oxford Brookes. And really, Brookes was celebrating last night because this crew beat Leander and got into the final, and so their celebration has started early, so Brookes have been happy from last night, Sarah.
I think you're right. Henry Balash-Webb, the coach, last night after the race, he said, we've already won the ladies' plate. It feels incredible and we love it, and it really is seen as this festival of Brookes, and of course Edinburgh University there. And I think Dame Catherine Granger, she's going to be giving the prizes out later, and she was quite happy that either one of these crews win, an alum as she is of Edinburgh University, and of course Chancellor of Oxford Brookes.
Yeah, it's pretty sensational. There's so many great people attached to Brookes University. So we're riding with the crew from Brookes and Edinburgh University. Camera's just shifted onto the lead boat, the Oxford Brookes first crew. We're looking at the back there of Quentin Antonielli, the Monegasque sculler, sculled in the World Championships. In fact, Henry Balash-Webb likes putting scullers in the bows of his eight. He had Askild Tom, the Norwegian lightweight sculler, I think a couple of years back, if memory serves. But this is such a sensational season because, of course, this Oxford Brookes 8 on the right of your picture, they started their season by jointly winning against effectively the national squad crew, the head of the river race in London over the reverse boat race course, 17 minutes 27 seconds, exactly the same time as Leander, and again for a university crew, Sarah, sensational.
Yeah, so let's have a look at why they're going so fast. Coached by the same coach on both crews, and these 8 men are moving this boat in an extraordinarily quick way. You can see there now how well they're gathering and managing their weight. They're going to be strong athletes, but they're athletic as well in how they're rowing that boat through, pressing the feet, lifting the hands, and there is a Brookes style that we're seeing here.
Yeah, very much so. And I talked to Richard Spratley and said, you know, how much is this crew, this fantastic crew this year that's won the head, done 5:29 at Ratzeburg and in the final at Henley, how are they different from, say, the great crew of 2014? And he said there isn't any difference. You know, we're doing the same things. They're rowing with those sort of skinny blades with the fairly big spoons. You talk to James Stanhope, who we'll see later stroking the visitors for, who stroked the 8 that won the ladies last year for Brookes, and he said we're very snappy on the front end, very competitive in the training programme. Both these 8s went down to Wimbledon, the lake in the West Country, to do their pre-Henley training camp. But to me, this is, you know, how close is this Brookes 8 going to get to the record, Sarah?
And you look at it, and it's that snappy front end you can see on the boat on the right-hand side that's just a little bit better than on the left-hand side. The blades disappear into the water from this shot quicker on that boat that's leading, and that's what's making them go faster.
So we are just hearing that time at 2:54. So this is a very quick crew, because they are 1 second inside the ladies' record at Fawley. That's the ladies' record which was held jointly by Nottinghamshire County Rowing Association in 1995 and Northeastern University in 2013. Now there's a new name in the record book. It's this magical crew from Oxford Brookes. Let's give them a name check. Quentin Antognelli, closest to you in the bow seat. Ed Grisdale in the 2 seat, the 24-year-old. Sam Nunn in the 5 seat, and Matthew Hintor, both Temple winners last year. They're stepping up now. Rory Gibbs, the 24-year-old, he was in the winning 8 last year. Matthew Aldridge, Henry Swarbrick at 7, and Morgan Bowling. What a stern unit that is. Cox, of course, by the ever-reliable, ever-present 24-year-old Harry Brightmore. We are looking at a sensational student 8, Sarah.
It is amazing, and look at that, Martin, how they've got the rig. They've got their 5 and 4 man together on one side, on the bow side, just to make sure that they are really bringing that power and allowing the athletes to row at their best.
Yeah, it's always interesting, that tandem rig, isn't it? You've got stroke and bow on the same side. You can't quite see the distance between paddles that you can in the conventional rig boat, but we know they're actually going to blinding speed, not least because of the speed of Oxford Brookes and Edinburgh University. They are leaving them training. This is a sensational race, and you know, I just wonder if Henry Balash Webb has said to them, you know, you're going all out. This is the last time that you guys will row together as an 8 maybe, and therefore why don't you go and take that ladies record.
That 5:29, that's a time they're all immensely proud of, and they want to be on this record, but they won't know yet, I don't think, that they are on they've broken the record to the halfway point, but they are going the whole way, and they are not leaving anything left on the water. Look at that, their stroke rate is up. They have won this race, but they want to go as fast as they can. The strokes are going up, the blades are getting quicker in.
So Oxford Brookes, their first crew, comes across the finish line. We wait to see if they have taken that record to the finish line. They certainly have taken the ladies' plate for the 2nd year in a row. They will wait for their club mates from Oxford Brookes University and Edinburgh University, actually their 2nd crew, who crossed the line now. It was a sensational performance of rowing. You could see by the margin that is a very fast 2nd crew, and they're absolutely in agony there.
Look at that. Look at that. They across that winning crew. They have given it everything. They were not messing around there. That was a fantastic performance in that ladies challenge plate final.
And Cox Harry Brightmore stops the watch there, and talking to Richard Spratley, he said he's got his eyes on the ground in a couple of years' time. Olympic year, he's got to step up for Oxford Brookes, and you know, his job is to raise the bar. They've won the ladies now. What's the next step? It's the grand. So, you know, watch this space. These boys will be back. So we can see the 2.8s just on the start there. Nice squeeze from both crews, but there was no doubt the speed, the start speed of Oxford Brookes won early on. Absolutely sharp, quick, right on it, and all the way to the finish line.